button?
The best button.
Oh, it's the best button. Oh, okay. Well, we're fine.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. I ain't no skizzard or anything.
I'm gonna be fresh.
Oh, side note.
Fresh. Funky fresh.
I contacted our city's services, like an actual website for the government site for the community services. I sent them a whole request about our HOA program. Hopefully they can figure it out.
Wait, so what is it?
I sent an email to Cameron Services, and hopefully they can figure out the things we don't know about who our HOA is and what our propane company is, because nobody knows anything about that.
Gotcha.
Like, Brandon, you talked to Grandma, right? And she just didn't know anything.
Gotcha.
I think she's been hands off since the last tenant, so it's not unsurprising.
I didn't realize that was an issue. Got it.
Yeah, Brandon did his duty and he looked into it as much as he could, and there was nothing.
Yeah, I talked to our landlord and our rental agent, and they're just like, "Oh, we don't know."
And Marjorie's mother just
That would make that difficult.
pushed me towards our city's.
These are things that those people really ought to know. Like,
Yes.
It's kind of like their job.
It is their job.
Tiny bit.
But Margie's mom pushed me towards the city's. It's something services.
It's touchy sometimes. It takes a second.
But I found them and I sent them a full request.
Yeah.
There was a phone number, but it led to
It
6 different.
should be.
It was the same phone number for 6 different city officials. It's just the whole department. And I was like, all right, let me just send an email request. So I did the whole thing, like, hey, I don't know what these things are. Can you help us?
In case you
We'll
want to
see.
hold on to that.
But yeah, hopefully we hear back soon. We get that fixed.
Yay.
That's information that we, as people who plan to live here for a while, need to know.
Easy.
It's only been 2 years. We don't need it.
But when I tried to look into HOA, there was like 7 for this area. We live in the south of our county.
Yes.
I'll leave our subdivision.
Oh.
We were not very big, so there's 3 subdivisions, and we are in south, our county's name.
Gotcha.
Just because we're live and I don't want to say things.
I realized that when you whispered the town we live in.
But I know our subdivision and our community names. Even with that information, I still couldn't find our HOA because there's several. Because we're so small, there's not like this HOA gets this section of the city, and this HOA gets this section. It's just like, you're kind of sort of under the coverage of these people. I'm like, that's a lot of people. I don't want to wait on emails from 7 different people.
I
fair.
don't blame you.
Yeah. And then as far as propane's concerned, there's like 15 companies we could have been through. But I tried. And that's what I came up with, was contacting the city officials to see who our actual stuff was through. If we lived in Sac, it would take me 10 minutes.
Oh, for sure.
But we don't.
Tragic.
So we're going to Frosty
Does
Canyon?
it keep doing
Yeah.
this? So,
What, doing what?
it keeps changing my default search engine
Yeah,
to
we're on.
Yahoo.
We're live?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
we're
I
live.
changed it. I just don't get why it
I don't see audio.
keeps changing it.
blocker?
Our mic's on.
Because certain
No.
ads.
Would just change it?
I've been listening to this.
Certain ads can't go in through it.
Okay,
and change
you
it.
can hear it?
It's like a mini virus
That's so dumb.
that Yahoo or Bing or whatever employs to go through and change your default search engine.
No way has it done it before.
Yeah, we definitely have audio going.
Okay. Perfect. Let's see. Now we wait for Brandon to get back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So have we all seen new Star Wars movie?
I have not.
Okay.
We don't level. Have we not leveled up in this game?
We're at level 2.
We are level 2.
Yes.
Double check that I'm.
Double check.
Oh, we got my.
Yes, we hit level 2. And then you hung out at the festivities for a while.
Yeah.
And good times were had by all.
We played some
I
games.
am the order of the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. I see you actually got Wendy's.
I did. Which means I get the buffs today.
We agreed we're not gonna do that ever again. Sorry.
You get extra buffs today.
Double advantage for spending money.
actually wasn't sure.
I
remember we talked about it, but I don't know if we were actually going to just not bother.
We verified that we're not going to bother driving down to pick up.
Yeah.
Every time
I mean,
we play
that's
this game. Every time we play this game.
It was on my way here, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
And you needed to eat dinner.
I did need to eat dinner.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I DoorDashed a sandwich today, and that's the laziest I think I've ever been in my life. It was from Beach Hut Deli in Alberta Hills, and it was
Beach Hut Deli's
fucking
pretty
delicious.
boss. You get a lot of food.
but still,
Also, I need to cancel eventually my free month of like the DoorDash Premium,
oh,
which made it so much less money.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sure.
It cuts out the entire delivery fee and half of the additional fees.
Oh.
it's very nice if you use it often enough.
Yeah, so I paid $5 above what the sandwich costs to have
Okay.
somebody go to Alberta Hills and get me a sandwich.
How
and
long
it
did it
to my
take?
house. Like 40 minutes.
I guess not too bad.
Like an episode of The Magicians.
So, like, you can talk about around the corner was like 45 minutes.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Anything from like that side of town is like 40 minutes. And I was like, no, that's a 5-minute drive. I did that myself.
Yeah. I remember when you saw that, it's like, I guess we are up here. So, yeah, that probably makes a little bit of a difference.
The worst part is if I just drive to Pontiac and get free lunch.
Well, it's your work today. Nah, I'm hungry. They tell you, want to make this?
Wait, who was gonna say no?
Like, okay.
That one.
All right. So, on our first 2 sessions that we've played, the first session you managed to save the day, save the festivities by defeating hunger and its pangs.
We
Get
did
outta-
defeat hunger.
Get out of
its
here, hunger.
bubbles, its rumbles, and returning the French fry forest to a pristine and friendly place for you to go and enjoy yourselves. In our last session, you enjoyed the festivities themselves. Dave actually managed to get a never frozen baby on the test of strength, especially with the blessing of good Queen Wendy. Very vindicating.
Thanks to our queen.
He is good.
I have the highest strength score that matters in the game, so
I forget why I said
hopefully,
that.
yeah. With a blessing.
Oh, gotcha.
I think it was in response to the first time I showed the quote stuff.
Oh.
I didn't want to ask,
Yeah,
but I was
no,
thinking
that's
the
the
same
one.
thing.
'Cause he said, how do you do that? And then you put it in. I showed him how you do that.
Oops.
If you're interested, I do have
The vodka?
with I have a choice of sparkling limeade or strawberry lemonade.
I mean,
here.
That does sound
that
quite
lemonade
amazing.
is tempting.
Limeade.
The pink one?
Oh, the strawberry lemonade. Yeah.
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 I was like,
the
the pink one's
lemonade.
limeade? What?
The
I was.
lemonade.
The only mixture we have is coffee, and I was bored.
Okay.
Hey,
I
we
spent
probably have some like
$15.
soda water.
Nope, I drank all of it.
Never mind.
I have the Seagram sweet tea vodka,
Yeah.
and it's fucking intense.
Mm.
It's so sweet. It's so
Yeah.
it needs a mixer.
Oh, that's what you mean. Like, it's
So
too
I
sweet.
went through all of the seltzer and soda water. I cut down on the.
Do we not have... I thought we had powdered lemonade to make with that. Did we not?
Already
He's
drank
gone.
it all.
I knew he went through that.
Oh, okay.
You know what? There might be some hot chocolate.
There's plenty of hot chocolate and coffee to be as mixers for the things, but I just didn't want them. I wanted citrus. I have
Dude,
citrus.
just
addiction.
hot cocoa and sweet tea, just like Mama used to make.
Sounds great. I'm sure that's exactly what your mom was.
Guys, look at my new sweatshirt.
Now that
I
we've
saw
made
that today.
now that we've made any unfortunate viewers hurl,
This one that George got
Welcome.
me at the
Friends.
land of Disney.
nice.
Yeah.
So,
I'm wearing it underneath my other sweatshirt because our house is fucking cold.
Yeah.
So, in addition to that, you were requested by the Queen to assist her in other matters. Specifically, wanting to make yourself way to the Frosty Canyon.
Did you just fart after hearing the good name of our queen?
Yes.
It's like, sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
It's like a normal body thing. You can't just make people leave for normal bodily function.
I have consumed much of our land's great chili. I'll have you know that chili has an adverse side effect.
You can take that back to Roast Beach.
Also, could you imagine a pond of chocolate frosty?
No, because I would imagine the empty pond of chocolate frosty after I was done with it. I would be like,
you're wrong.
I don't know who you think you are, but you're not that person.
Brett, you may be a vacuum for food.
It's like,
But even vacuums have bags with a very preset limit.
I think Fry once said this in Futurama. Well, I eat a bunch of food, I get full, I have no more room for food, then I go to the bathroom, and then I make room for more food.
Yeah, I just don't believe in you.
I don't know. But all I heard was Amos just going, "You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
I am that guy."
Thank you. I'm so glad you said I am that guy.
He's like, he was my best friend.
Fuck that asshole. He was my best friend.
He's like, yes.
When Amos calls somebody his best friend.
So yes,
I need more of that show already.
When's the next season coming out?
Hopefully soon. They're filming it right now. Like they're.
Oh, what are we doing here? We should just go watch some other film.
I know, right? There was a trailer.
Do they allow it?
Probably not. But you know, if they paid enough money, maybe. I don't think
Might
any of
be
us
the show
have that
happening
much
now.
money.
The Expanse.
Oh.
None of us have that much money.
The
There
show I
are
need to
probably
watch.
very few people who have that much money.
To watch a show while it's being filmed with your phone confiscated, I think it's not a very high
If
price.
you were to not have any recording devices on there,
And you sign an NDA.
and you sign an NDA, and you're asked to sit quietly in a corner, touch nothing, say nothing, and just be there, I'm sure it wouldn't cost as astronomically as you'd think.
It costs more than any of us have to spend on watching a TV show per
totally.
episode.
But
I feel
we
like
could not do it. But
people
people
could.
could.
And more than that,
Like, I just watched Jeffree Star's home, new house tour.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's a little different.
If I was Jeffree Star, I could afford to do that.
Oh well, yeah,
Yeah.
but not.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not Jeffree
I was gonna
Star,
say, like,
but-
I don't know if you understand this, but
Yeah.
none of us are actually
Here's a little
Jeffree
less
Star.
pink.
Yeah, we've got a.
His hair was black, half black and half white. He wore a wig in that video.
That's
Jeffree Star would exhaust me.
Plus,
Yes.
I think
I have a high tolerance of people.
I
but, like,
forget what
still.
movie it was, but wasn't like there a movie being filmed at the same time as a Peter Jackson film? I don't think Lord of the Rings, but like he was just like, "Hey, I'm kind of in the area while you're filming this thing, and I'm just gonna show up." He didn't even pay, and he just kind of hung out. And they're like, "Oh, what do you think about this?" He goes, "Oh, maybe just a little more of this, and then,
If you're in the industry, you could do that.
yeah. Like people can
Like someone
do
walked
that.
on. Someone said to the guys filming Star Wars, the episode 7, yeah, like, "Hey, I'm gonna stop by any other way I can be in it." Like, sure, and then they made him a stormtrooper.
Oh, wasn't that?
That was
that'd be
that was
pretty dope.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, Daniel
That
Craig.
was Daniel
that's
Craig.
right.
He's just like, "Yeah, I want to stop by. Can I be in it?" Like, sure, yeah.
I'm
just helmet
here.
on. No one
They're
wants
like,
to see you.
we have plenty of stormtroopers. This season only calls for 4, but let's just put it in 5.
You know, I feel like before we knew how awful the new Star Wars trilogy was going to be, that
Stormtrooper 007.
I feel like there should never have been like an extra. Every single just mundane ass part should have been just a celebrity cameo.
That would have been
Because
so great.
who wouldn't be like, "Hey, if you're in the area, do you want to come down like and just hang out at Star Wars?" Like, if I was a famous person, that's totally something.
That sounds dope.
You got, on my day
Like,
off, I just
could you
go and
imagine-
I cameo in Star Wars films.
I don't know. It'd just be so funny to like just be doing something. And you're like,
Here's-
"Is
but-
that guy in the
no,
cantina Bill Murray?"
We should really show up at the Frosty Canyon Village.
That's fair.
Yes, you have been
Sorry.
dispatched. There was intel from the people manning Fort Baconator saying that the United Clown Nations are seeking to target a supply chain that runs through the Frosty Canyon, probably seeking to subject the shipments of valuable beef to freezer burn, which again unacceptable.
Horrid.
Completely
We have to throw out the whole batch.
Sorry for you folks at home. The last thing we want to do is to make you want to throw up twice in such quick succession. But these are the stakes we're dealing with.
Well, at least if it happens a third time, you won't have anything left.
Unbelievable.
But you better believe it. Anyway.
Better believe it.
Have we said 4 for 4 yet on this stream?
We have not said 4 for 4 yet.
Oh, 4 for 4. Fresh and frozen. 4 for 4.
Well, Spencer's already 2 for 2 on Awesome Puns. 2 more and he gets 4 for 4.
I'm going to have to save these.
You mean if he gets the Dave's Daily Double and doubles down as 2 for 2, he gets 4 for 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you were dispatched to meet up with Prince Carter, who is the contact over
Why
there.
you say that? No, I made that up.
And hopefully you'll be able to ambush the ambushers
It makes sense, but
and save the supplies. So, having done that, after that meeting, you had a chance to enjoy some more of the party if you wanted to, but you all kind of went to bed, got ready. So when you leave, the capital city, the capital city of Freshtovia, again, name just rolls off the tongue, is very quiet. You can tell that there's definitely just that sense of recovering from a great night of partying.
More rager.
Mm-hmm. You can see that the gardens are manned by their usual staff, but even they seem to be just taking it at a very leisurely pace. No one's rushing about. A few people are out enjoying a nice morning. All of the different booths and vendors are in various stages. They're either closed or actually actively packing themselves up. Some haven't shown up. You can actually see the representative from the United Clown Nations is having a whole lot of trouble with his freezer.
I'm helping him.
Yeah.
In the spirit of good public relations, in hopes that there are some decent people amongst that nation, I'm going to help him out. Just right quick.
Okay. So what you find is that apparently during the night some vandals have pushed it over and
how dare they?
I know, it's terrible. And the cooling coils have sprung a leak.
I'm not a very smart man, but I'm gonna do what I can to help him. I will at least pick up his cart.
Perfect.
Picking things up and then putting them down again, my forte.
Mm-hmm. He appreciates.
I don't know if he's talking about cooling coils. I don't really have knowledge engineering, but I don't see that as a skill in this system. So
Nope, I don't see skills in this system.
I don't see skills in the system, so I can kind of make my way over there. Do I have any chance of looking at cooling coils and doing anything with it?
Can we just roll intelligence checks to have the best guess?
Like, I'm calling this Arcana.
Oh, Arcana?
This is definitely,
dang.
like, magic.
Oh wow, they're
I
all the
have
same
a
bonus for
+2.
me.
Yeah.
That's a 14.
I rolled a 1. I was dead set on not helping him.
I got a 15 with a 16 on the die.
You, as you're helping him lift it in, you notice that the main problem is simply that the system is not designed to be tipped on its side, and all of the reservoirs of coolant have leaked. So there's nothing he can do. You helpfully load his freezer onto his cart with his rapidly rotting, terrible beef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now see, there's your problem. Like, this beef would be just fine if you just kept it refrigerated. You just get it into a new refrigerator, beef just fine. Like,
Yep.
but now you've done ruined this one. So
Yes, as I have been told. All of yesterday.
But please, sir, do your best to tell your people about the benefits of fresh, never frozen. I apologize on behalf of my countrymen, poor behavior. And
Listen,
I
great.
have money. I'm gonna give him a gold coin. Have a pencil?
No.
As apologies for my countrymen's barbaric behavior.
Here is 1 gold coin. That shall fix your entire freezer and all of your supplies and
As
stocks.
apologies. It's not gonna fix shit. It's just gonna be an apology.
Thanks.
It was free money. Quit being a bitch. Quit being a bitch like your freezer was.
Well, that wasn't very fresh of you.
Not very fresh of you at all.
I mean, I forget how money works in this game, but like, oh yeah, gold is everything in this game. Should I give them like 5 gold pieces? How much is appropriate? I don't know. Because in Pathfinder, if you hand someone a gold coin, they're like,
Oh,
"Yay!"
Rocky thinks that should be our new quote. Quit being a bitch.
I mean, Cass knows what's up sometimes.
Yeah. So, leaving, there are 2 roads that leave the city of Freshtovia. There's an eastern road and a southern road. Heading east leads to Dave's Double Hills, and heading south will take you towards the Biggie Vale and the Frosty Canyon, which is your objective.
Let's go south.
Then I guess we go that way.
Towards the objective.
We're not really a wandering troop at this point.
No, you don't want me wandering too far. Like, I might get sidetracked and stuck
No, I
somewhere.
think it's a different campaign.
But also, we are very much so like the queen said, jump, we jump.
And so there I was, in only my loincloth.
Jumping because the queen demanded it so.
Oh, jeez.
The queen said jump, and I said, how high?
The best thing is in 6 months or a year when we get back to that, we're gonna be like, who are our characters again? They're still on the websites that we made them on, but who were they?
Thanks.
He thinks it looks more villainous of you. You're not gonna join his troop, are you? You're not gonna be our one true villain sidekick. Have you been a plant this whole time?
Yes, he's being
No,
plants.
no, I
Have
think
you
he's
seen
a
the-
person.
have you
Like,
seen
it's really hard for
the
plants
leaves?
to type. I imagine.
No.
I imagine it would be. But
I
I
never
don't know.
answer a plant for the one
Oh,
true
well,
villain.
it's even harder to like be here and play as a plant.
I want
But also, it's really easy to play Muffin. So, I'll never forget Muffin.
yeah.
I'll never forget making Matt call me Muffin.
Muffin.
Do you know the Muffin
The
Man?
Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Muffin Man.
I am.
The one on Drury Lane?
I am, in fact, the
That's
Muffin
not
Man.
the one.
The one from the Drury Lane Bakery.
Drew Baker. Yeah.
The name's Man.
Artisans game.
Muffin Man. Of the Drury Lane Bakery.
The Drury Lane, like. Alright. Having left, after an hour you come across a cart that has been turned over. The horses attached to the tipped wagon are kicking and neighing. There is some sort of sauce spilled across the road. Upon closer inspection, you can see that it is honey mustard. As you approach the cart, it becomes clearer and clearer that there are hijinks afoot. When you're about 10 feet away, 2 creatures jump up from behind the cart, perching themselves on its side. You see 2 skinny legs wearing what appear to be some sort of boots leading up to the large, frightening-headed bodies. Large crooked noses, tattered pointed ears, and brightly colored punk rock hair sweep over the face like an angsty teen.
My people.
You have just encountered 2 fry fiends, who appear to be incredibly perturbed that you have interrupted their current roadside crime.
Well, it's time to put the beat down on those
Alright,
fry
well, I
fiends.
mean, let's just ask him what's going on here. There might be some sort of misunderstanding.
We roll for initiative?
Or we could take out the spatulas. Let's do it.
Talking takes so long.
Was
I got pork with
initiative
these people.
Just a D20 plus grace.
I have no idea how this game works anymore, so we'll just fucking.
It can't be that hard.
I don't know for
Wasn't it, just
initiative.
it was just a D20.
I think it was just D20.
Oh, not even plus
Yeah,
grace.
you just roll a
Really fucking-
D20
yeah.
for initiative.
Roll a D20 for initiative. We're fighting 5 fry fiends. They look like punks. Which are my people.
Well,
But I don't have a problem beating my people if it means that the fresh, never frozen nation of Freshtovia stays true. So how dare you raise arms against the fresh, never frozen nation of Freshtovia?
Important
Aye, aye, Capitan.
things-
Oh.
Hit your necklace that hurt.
Freshtovia.
Way to be, Austin.
I mean, I don't regret my decisions, but I rarely do.
That's true. I've seen him full
Alright,
plank onto
I
the
got
floor.
11 on the die.
Don't regret my
I have
decision.
14.
No regrets.
Austin.
18.
Rock. 17.
17.
Not anything. No.
No, you do not add anything. So.
Even in winter, nothing is frozen in
Correct.
Freshtovia.
In Freshtovia, we have perfect weather all year round, and our beef is fresh, never frozen.
Yeah, it is important.
And our Frosties are only in a semi-frozen state, so they don't count.
Hey, it's only our beef is not
Don't
it's
look
frozen.
at the Frosties too closely.
No, our Frosties are allowed to be frozen. Our beef, however,
Yeah.
is
Any-
fresh, never frozen.
The beef and the produce is an important thing. But that's an element.
Just
of
take all my
preparation.
limeade, it's fine.
Okay,
Just take all of it.
just do it.
It's fine.
I won't stop you.
I mean, I'm literally not going to stop him, but I'm going to be
Let us-
disappointed.
No, why would we freeze? Why would we freeze that? That would be terrible. So,
Our fry fiends are assaulting this caravan of honey mustard.
apparently.
You must defeat them.
So,
Yeah.
the Fry Fiends, seeing you begin.
Lettuce is afoot.
Let us be
I thought it
off.
was called a head of lettuce, not a foot of lettuce.
Yeah.
What's a foot of lettuce? How much? Brandon, how much is a foot of lettuce?
About this much.
It depends on the person.
Got it.
So who the fuck goes first in combat?
Oh, Spencer gave an actual measurement, and I said depends on the person.
Austin, you're.
You all can die in a hole. Eat shit and die.
Oh, but I wanted to eat Wendy's.
Yeah, well, fuck you. You're gonna eat shit now because the fry fiends are here. Unless we defeat them. But when we're to defeat them, we have to know who the fuck goes first in
I said
initiative.
you. Austin, you're up.
I rolled I rolled a 20. Do I hit the fry fiend in his face with my knife? I'm gonna cut the fry fiend in half with my
Yes.
great knife.
Yes, you hit him. Roll damage.
9.
9. Okay.
9 damage to the fry fiend.
Okay, we've got a right and a left Fry Fiend right now.
Right.
Cool.
Because the team always goes left, and I'll be the one that's not conform. These fry fiends are infecting me. I'm not conforming. I'm going right.
Oh,
The
I
team always go left. I'm sorry, Brock.
Brock,
I
you're
get it.
next.
I'm gonna.
Fight the power, fighting the power. Go left.
I'm gonna give myself that crunch. My skin harness to protect me from any assaults. I gain resistance to all physical damage before turns, and then move a little closer.
Cool.
So I give it that spicy touch next turn.
I like it. Perfect.
Crunch.
Mitch.
It's all crunchy.
It's time for Pat to shine.
Great, I can make it right up to these guys, right?
Yeah, you can make it right up. You're
Alright.
I'll start about 10 feet away from them.
Great, I'll get up. And now that I'm level 2, I have make it a double, so I can make 2 actions,
Oh,
which means I can attack twice. So here we go with Dave's Special Spatula, the name of which I can never remember.
So-
If it's
Works for me.
so let's see, that's a 15 on the die, plus I think I add strength to that, plus 1 for reason for being proficient in it. Does the does this provide an additional one? I can't remember.
I can't remember, but
We'll
you
just-
hit.
Okay,
You hit.
let's just assume I hit at that point.
Oh my darling.
Oh, that's 10 points of damage plus strength of damage 2, right?
Yeah.
So plus 2, so 3 damage, or plus 2 is 12 damage.
And that was against the right one?
Yeah.
Alright, the right Fry Fiend just, gets knocked out. It's been slapped.
You don't kill people.
All
do you?
right,
Yeah,
we'll
It's been solidly.
we'll go over to the other one as well and make a good smack at it.
There you
I should probably roll to hit first.
Not necessary.
So that was a 10.
go. That will miss.
Okay.
Tragically. And that brings us solidly to go collect yourself.
All right. At this
What's
point,
this team called?
I'm going to Feast of Legends. There we go. I'm going to look at the remaining standing Fry Thief.
Fry Fiend.
Fry Fiend. And I'm going to say to him, Put down your weapons, cease hostilities, and we can settle this in a peaceful way. And I'm going to do a charm check.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, that's a 16 on the die for a total of 17 charm.
It will look at you. You will notice that it is unarmed, and it will go.
No! Okay. Does that count on my action, or do I do more?
You can do more if you want.
I'll throw a knife at him then. I'll be like, I gave you your chance, scallywag. And then I'll throw a knife. So that's an 8 on the die for a total of 9 knife throwing abilities.
That will miss.
I should have saved the 16 for the attack roll and the 8 for the negotiation that wasn't going to work.
Oh, from now on, I am our frontline? Missed frontline?
Yeah.
Clap back. After the first enemy that attacks me, every enemy after that takes 1d4 point of clapback damage as I clap back.
Alright, well, I tried negotiating and I threw a knife at the rapscally and I missed, so that's my turn.
Perfect.
Sucks to suck, so brave. So brave wasn't so brave. Suck to suck, nerd.
That's rough.
Dogs are rough. That guy's a pussy. Or as Margo would say, that guy's a nutsack. Way to nutsack out, so brave.
Is that a character from The Magicians that you were just watching? Okay.
Margo's the badass bitch, and instead of calling everybody like, all right, don't pussy out, she goes, don't ballsack or nutsack. Don't nutsack out.
Well,
because pussies are strong.
that's
They can
true.
snap back from anything.
Betty White has the best quote about that.
Mm-hmm. So, the remaining Fry Fiend is going to take a shot back at our boy Pat after it.
No, not
tried to
Pat
kill it.
Don't hit Pat. Dave's here. Leave Pat alone. He's a gentle soul.
I'm not a very gentle soul, actually.
From my experiences, you are quite gentle and a good
Alright.
soul.
I'm definitely a good soul, but you said 11.
Mm-hmm.
That it will miss.
Who else would that hit? Or is it just my character?
What would it hit?
11.
Mine's at 12.
Mine's a 16.
So mine's a 14.
Perfect.
Wait, no, plus 3, 17.
So we'll miss, and we go back top of initiative for Dave. Go.
Die, you fry fiend. 15.
You hit
8.
8. Perfect. We go back to our boy Pat.
Get him, Pat.
Wait, what about me?
Oh, you're right. Get him.
I'm going to touch him with that spicy touch.
Spicy touch.
Ooh, 18.
You hit.
If I can pick up this D4, that'd be great.
3
damage.
I stand by my
Come here.
statement. Get him, Pat.
Come here. Come here.
That's
Alright.
my partner in crime.
Here we
If I had to
go.
pick a double,
Well, that's
Be my
gonna
Dave's
be
double.
a 13. Or, sorry,
Right there.
D12. Tank
12?
total.
Spicy.
You miss.
Okay, we'll go into it again with the ladle. That's a natural 1.
That's a big oops.
I'm sorry,
That was
Pat.
definitely a
It
big
seems
oops.
that my confidence has
Wait.
caused you unluck.
Wait. I had a Dave's double.
Okay.
All of these attacks have advantage.
Oh,
So that was a 12, which missed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go in for the next attack.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 16 on the die, so that'll hit. But, yeah, it's a 16 on the die for a total
Wait, what
of
was that other
19.
natural one you just rolled?
No,
Doesn't matter.
I believe in Pat, and Pat pulled it off.
You hit.
For 5 damage.
All right.
Pat pulling it out.
Still standing, but it did
Oh, no.
not look so great.
Alright.
10. It's gone.
I will grab another knife. I will look at him and I'll be like, you should have listened to me when you had the chance.
You should go cluck
Ooh,
yourself.
that's a 17 on the die for an 18.
You hit.
And D4 damage. Let's ground this guy. 1.
He is still standing.
Hey, I have unlimited heals. So once one of y'all get hurt, I'll be shining a little bit better.
Hey, hit me.
Hit me. I want you to hit me. Hit me. I want you to hit me.
They're just gonna stand there. Hit me.
So you notice the Fry Fiend notices all these people, 2 people next to him, and sort of starts shaking its hair. Just make grace rolls.
Anyone who's next to him?
Yes.
It's 3 of us, because he touched him,
Oh yeah.
and we hit him.
Yep. Okay. 3.
Oh, there's one. Woo, 18. Uh-oh. 2.
Fuck these dice! Like I was saying, I got a 3, nat 1.
I got a 20
Nah, an 18.
on a 19.
Yeah, 19 on 18.
I got a 3.
All right.
Hit me. Go ahead.
You just gotta sit here and continuously mindlessly roll.
2. Could you pass me that?
You get the JoJo a little bit better in each die roll.
2
Yeah,
damage.
Mojo Jojo.
And you have a disadvantage on the next die.
Eat a dick.
Well, now that you rolled a 1, all you gotta do is roll 2 20s.
You will notice that you have been assaulted.
Ooh.
You can go ahead and just slit your own throat.
As its hair essentially just shakes out an aggressive dusting of salt.
Gross.
Yeah,
Unless I thought you liked salt.
not good. So anyway,
Dave hates it.
back to Dave.
You're right, it's a preservative.
Sorry, I'm texting Bryce that I've been assaulted by the fry fiends.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's the 19 on the die. Oh, but that ran the fuck away.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He dead.
Wait, but
He has to see if
he has to see if he actually hits.
Yeah,
has
I might miss.
advantage.
I had disadvantage.
Oh, you're right.
I throw my second one.
Oh, you're right.
I'm really surprised I don't have a salt shaker emoji.
Right.
It's because he's
Does a 16 hit the fry fiend?
Yes, it does.
How dare you assault me!
just a little salty.
Take
Just a
max
little.
damage of 12.
You slap that guy straight, like, over just straight over the wagon.
Ding!
Just really got him.
How dare he assault me, Dave, the Queen's barbarian?
I tried to be civil.
I'm gonna right the cart, because obviously we can't waste any more honey mustard.
Okay.
Right. Everything we've lost is already a terrible shame.
It is.
As soon as he's done hurrying the cart, I will give him a quick bite, 1d4 healing. 3.
Hooray. Full health.
So, since I have no limit to the healing I can do, basically after combat, we will always be up to full, and I shouldn't have to roll anymore to waste our time.
Yes.
And I can also take a bite with my second level ability. If there's a downed ally, it didn't say I had to be within melee range, but I feel like I have to be within melee range for this one. I can give them 1d6 points of healing for a downed ally. So basically, we're gonna be kosher for the entire thing.
But
I
what
don't
if they're
think
not next
any
to
of
you?
us
Fuck
are
you.
kosher.
I was gonna say, I think there's bacon all over.
There is bacon. I mean, I am the Dave, the barbarian of the Order of the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, so
Too much bacon.
I'm not kosher.
There are a lot of rules of kosher that I'm pretty sure all of us are breaking as our characters, so I think it's best to just assume that none of
And
us
yes,
are kosher.
Rocky, I am a little salty. Temporarily. And then,
Or permanently, who knows?
fuck you.
Well, since you get disadvantage for one round, I feel like you shook the salt off during that round.
I'm about to go take a dip in the chocolate frosty pond to get this salt off me.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet. So. Unfortunately, we're still on the road. So,
On the road again.
you
Just can't wait to get on the road again. Having 4x4s with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again.
Don't they just say on the road again for 5 minutes? Isn't that the whole song?
I mean,
No, there's
that's
other lyrics
half
to it.
the song, but there are plenty of other lyrics of the things that they do while they're on the road.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it's all about having a road trip with your friends, so it's a great song.
Final Fantasy 15 Pro Trip.
That'd be a good D&D campaign.
Just bro trip the campaign.
Final Fantasy 15 as a tabletop.
Yeah.
Worst things have
Yes.
happened.
I don't know anything about it, but sure, I'll agree.
When we were south by at Reno to see
When I
Matt
got
for the
really high in
weekends,
Reno.
Austin was just like, "Oh look, PS4 with bro trip." Boom. Oh, we're leaving the room. Okay, back to the room. Boom.
During the whole, as soon as the boom happened, Matt was like, "Hey, I got a pen. It's got some things in it," and I was like,
That was a great trip.
That was a good trip.
We
Reno
should
was a
road trip it
great
more
trip.
often.
You should. I'll figure it out. So, you are out of combat, and you are in the aftermath of an attempted attack. The cartman is nowhere that you can see.
How much sauce is left in the cart after I have righted it?
After you write it, you notice that 3 out of the about 8 barrels of honey mustard that were on the cart have not been tampered with. You realize that a couple of them are still more or less full. The French fry fiends weren't actually like just breaking open the casks, like they were opening them properly. So you figure you could probably recombine them to wind up with probably have about 5 out of 8
Okay.
that are still
not so bad.
So
And
it's
then
not
I
so
will
bad.
carry the cart as we
But the
continue.
real
Well-
question is, who had this cart before the French fry fiends
I want to search
showed up?
the area, see if there's any like footprints
I
we
want
can
to say
follow,
honey
or
mustard. I'll go find the merchants.
Sure. So feel free.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and have.
I don't know what you want me to add to it, but I rolled a d20.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5, so it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I didn't think this one through. My hands are covered in vodka.
Oh no!
Yeah, usually the big rock ice goes in first, and then you pour the liquids in on top of it.
I noticed I didn't have a big rock before and after, during. I mean, think about it. It's a warm, nice, cold beverage. Okay, I might be fresh, frozen, but I'm not bright.
So
Well, it makes sense. If you're never frozen, you wouldn't know how to handle ice.
This is very true.
I want to towel whip all of you.
based off whatever modifier
Do
you
it.
add to it, I either
Do
got
it, I
6 or
dare you.
7
I mean, you
total,
just have a very
so-
like towel whippy face, I guess. Towel whipping.
What's wrong with you, child?
I'm channeling my work.
I'm sure that was fun for everybody listening in.
A whirlwind and some shit falling.
So
Wonder how
wind
good that snap
conquers the
translated.
whirlwind. I don't know.
Probably didn't sound great.
Hey, Rocky has seen me at work snapping people, so
All right, so
she knows what it's supposed to sound like.
Fair enough. So,
Spalino, Brockman's here. So Brave probably left.
probably yeah.
Hopefully he got braver.
after we talked all that shit,
Oh no, that's very rude of you, Austin.
I mean, I'm nice at home.
As long as
Sometimes.
you guys don't like wet the tips like we did in football.
No,
Oh,
they are
gosh.
wet rags.
Oh, never mind.
yeah, he's being straight up mean.
Not the meanest thing he's done though.
Ooh,
I believe it.
Apparently,
Ooh.
that makes perfect
it's time
sense.
to
Actually, yeah.
spill.
Is it pieing people in the face?
No, it's making
Aggressively?
that particular individual cry.
Oh,
Well, that was very rude of you.
We convinced her that her dinner was literally 2 bites, like 2 spoonfuls.
What?
She was being rude. See? And so we said, for dinner today, you're getting half rations. So we took a spoonful of the entree she ordered and a spoonful of the side and put that in a to-go box. And she was like, and I was like, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Please stop crying. Here's a double portion.
We didn't think this one through. Oh no.
Here's a quintuple portion.
That's what happened.
that's a lot of portion.
Ow! I'm gonna stay on this side of the table for the rest of the night.
On the road again.
Oh god damn it!
Can't wait to get
Uh-oh.
on
We
the
really
road
ought to turn that
again.
off at this point. It's being more.
Oh
annoying than
yeah,
helpful.
Cass, you can't do caps.
Well, just make her a regular.
I mean, that'll fix it.
Say hello, and then I'll make you a regular, and then you can use capitals because I know you in the real world.
Yeah, should we just change it to not links?
Those caps.
Right,
no, I understand
but there's
that.
multiple options
Oh,
for
change it so
this
it's
thing
not
can
links.
happen. Yeah.
Well, I think right now it's not links and not caps, and the links make sense, but the caps may or may not.
Yeah, I mean, I turned everything on as liberally as possible, and then figured we would either turn things off as they were unnecessary or up things. If
So as
they
far as
were
I'm
more
aware-
interesting. But
Real bummer being we can't get links to anybody's SoundCloud, Joe. How are we supposed to
how
check out
awful!
their music?
All right, Cassie, you can talk in capitals now.
This is
You've become a regular.
all right. Oh, here, pass this back.
Yeah, what I would recommend is just like anytime you see someone you recognize, just make them regular.
It'll become more regular. It'll become more relevant as we get bigger, but for now, it is just inconvenient because, like, I think it's what the villain and Cass have been flagged, which is annoying.
So,
But having random people be flagged for links and stuff is still really nice.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I said like I don't mind. I mean maybe the caps, but the links.
I think
for
it's
sure
right now
are
it's
still needed.
caps, spamming, and links.
Mm-hmm.
so
So yeah, because more often than not we get spam entities instead of regular viewers.
Mm-hmm.
I think leave it as.
okay. So
No track of anybody working this card.
So you didn't necessarily notice anything, but you guys, as you're investigating, you do notice that after you've righted the cart and you try to move it around a bit, you notice that the axles are broken beyond repair. You can tell that the cart was owned by a sauce merchant who was making their scheduled deliveries, but you got no real clue about where they are at this point.
Can I just drag the cart? A thing with my 17 plus, with my highest relevant strength modifier in the game,
Probably.
and we can still just carry the
Yeah.
jars
Yeah,
if need be. Can the
yeah.
sauce get delivered?
You figure that you could probably pull it, but it would add about an extra day to your journey.
I'm willing to do so. I just pray to Dave that the merchants got out safely.
Sure. Yeah. Seems good to me.
Also, do you investigate anything as far as like fire fiends or anything else like around it?
Oh, I'll take the fry things with us if they were quote unquote knocked out,
Yeah.
as we are not killers here at Wendy's.
Yeah. They are just just the cats.
Yeah, come back for a different stream if you want us to all be murderers.
Yeah, we can be murderers though.
Oh yeah.
We've done it.
Yeah.
Yep. Been there,
I've
done
been
that.
a part of that.
You do notice that
tortured
there
person.
Yeah, you did.
I made a person into living art before.
Yeah.
How do we get the beef?
The cows regularly sacrifice themselves to the good of Freshtovia.
Duh.
Duh.
they're like lemmings.
Yeah.
Even
If you were a member of Freshtovia, the nation of Freshtovia, or the capital of Freshtovia, you would know that Freshtovia does not kill anything.
Right.
except for hunger.
Hunger and pain.
Oh, it kills hunger and pangs. Yes, it's very
we
fair.
stopped hunger.
We
We
slayed it.
didn't kill hunger.
I'm pretty sure we slayed
I think
hunger.
it's dead. We slayed the fuck out
We
of
didn't.
it.
We slayed him. We didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Because hunger can arise again
get slayed.
elsewhere.
But wouldn't that just be like a different hunger?
It'll be the same hunger elsewhere.
Are you sure about that?
Nope. But are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nope.
I'm sure
Moving
about a
on.
lot of things that shouldn't be.
So it takes us an extra day. It takes us an extra day.
This is a very intense philosophy. You do actually. Other things you do notice, looking around, you do find 5 gold coins that were probably dropped in the. Also, do you do anything with the horses? Because this is a horse-drawn cart, and they are around in the area.
You guys can take the horses.
Well, does
I mean, can't we just use the horses to pull the cart?
Well, I'm gonna pull the cart.
Well, it doesn't have wheels.
It's busted,
I mean, I guess that's
so I'm
fair.
gonna struggle with it. You
Well,
guys
you
can.
can
I mean,
help
we can.
them.
We can. How many horses are there?
There are 2.
We can send 2 ahead as a scout. Let them know we're coming. And see any dangers that are ahead of us. Maybe more fry fiends are ahead.
Sure.
And I like to be ready if fry fiends show up.
Well, regardless of sending people ahead or not, if we can get the horses, we should.
Mhm.
Because hopefully the merchants are back.
Let's send our chicken boys.
As location and
Chicken
they'll-
boys and the horses, and then us beef boys. We get the cart.
All right.
Okay. So, who's on horses again?
Chicken.
Okay.
The BBs.
Well, he's not chicken, but I am.
Well, I don't see why we're sending people ahead. I'm confused.
Y'all just sitting on horses. Fuck it.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be nice to have scouts,
Uh-huh.
but if you want
To
to
be
go in
aware.
blind, I suppose that's fine too.
French fry boys, the fry fiends, showing up again. I, in particular, don't like being assaulted. I don't know about you, but I am not a fan of being assaulted.
I can understand that.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
Understand
I
the
understand.
fear of being assaulted? Okay? It's not a pleasant experience. Shake your head, the falls out, the fucking...
Show me this doll exactly where the fry fiend touched you.
Here. The kid's salt infected my person for a while.
He's just
It was
holding
not
up-
fun.
He's just holding up a baconator.
Show me on the Baconator where you were assaulted.
Most of the top bun, put a little bit on the bottom bun.
You guys do realize that Dave has become a seasoned veteran?
You can kill yourself. You can just slit your own throat.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God, I worship this Dave. You can leave him the fuck
I
alone.
think that's 4 for 4.
Spencer's been shouting his own fire.
Door. Door's right there. You can fuck the fuck off.
Hey, I'm the DM, the dinner master here.
The dinner master.
Hey, his puns are fresh, never frozen. So,
I do my best.
His puns are as fresh as they come.
do we have any more complications getting to Frosty Canyon?
So your outriders make it safely through in about 2 hours. They don't notice any other complications. You do actually, upon riding into town, a man does come running out of, oh, those are my horses.
I asked for his pink slip.
That was his cart back there.
Of course.
Ah, yes.
I own these horses bearing the mark of Dave's Daily Double. And you see DDD.
The D, what?
We explained to him the situation
Triple D.
and how our
Oh,
comrades
dear.
will be coming with his cart, his shipment of
Exactly.
the honey mustard, and the fiends who did this to his supplies.
If I say thing.
Praise Dave.
The thing if I say
My
it's
goodness,
thing.
you are most excellent people. The
I've-
freshest I have ever encountered.
I believe any citizen of Freshtovia would have done the same thing.
Didn't know the merchants were Bill and Ted.
Oh, excellent.
Excellent.
Most excellent.
This is Officer Van Halen.
He is most excellent.
Oh, he must be new to the force. You're,
I'm well versed in the force.
Oh, gee. I haven't seen those movies in so long.
good stuff. So,
Really?
Really should watch the first one sometime.
We all sat as a group as I watched Monty Python for the first time. Why are you?
Oh,
so
actually, it was
fucking-
only you, me, and Noah, but...
We sat as a group. Personally,
Who?
That is still a group.
that is silly.
Well, if we can somehow get our
Regardless of
hands-
whether or not
witnessed
one of the
with
people,
your own
you know,
eyeballs, the very
provide
first time
something
that
for
I
the group.
watched.
It can't be that hard to find.
There's still at least like 2, maybe 3 people in that group. So I think
That's true. If we can find access to those movies, I will gladly watch them with you.
I have seen
The
every
first
Harold
one.
and Kumar.
Well, here's my turn. I haven't seen those ones.
Oh. Watch the first one.
Yeah, the first one's good. Again, the first one's good. I watched the second one on both of these franchises, and I was less than thrilled.
Wayne's World. Excellent.
Why are you stirring with this pencil?
It's goddamn fresh country, Brandon. I can fresh where the fuck I want.
You're gonna get pencil poisoning in your drink.
Don't worry.
At least I'll never be frozen.
It's just carbon. You're fine. Yeah, I'm with Rocky.
Hey. Fuck you.
I mean, it's a perfectly good stirring utensil.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why you wouldn't.
I'm very surprised I have not received any cellular messages from Rocky so far.
So, as for, he will also mention, well, fortune favors us. I was actually commissioning repairs for the wagon, as well as seeing if I could round up some hale and hearty men that would, well, perhaps be able to assist me in retrieving my goods or whatever is left of them. Would you be willing to assist me?
I will. We still will need to fix the wagon, of course. Our compatriots are doing the best they can to
I think it's being dragged here.
drag it here.
Oh, we're carrying it here.
And, whereas I'm willing,
Front and back, I was like, fuck wheels.
party men are the ones right now carrying your cart.
Barbarian. Barbarian.
So I'm not sure if we want to get those supplies and ride out to meet them to see if we can repair it and save them some labor.
Of course. Let us go. So, he leads you to the local blacksmiths, or snacksmith, who has fashioned some replacement pretzel wheels. They are baked to perfection.
Ooh.
Lightweight and strong.
Ooh.
Ready to go. You are able to sling 2 across the backs of each horse. And then the merchant will mount up with one of you, and you ride back.
Okay, so anyways, we're fixing the wagon.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's just ignore it for a moment and continue on with fixing
No.
the wagon.
No.
It's only a minute.
I guess it's a good thing no one pays attention to our stream, or else I'm not really sure how much of a theme song we can play.
An amount of seconds, I believe, like up to 10.
That was more than 10.
It was
but-
definitely more than 10. But
Cool, we won't make money off this particular stream. Not that we're making any money at all.
That's true.
We don't even have ads running that profit us. Just means that Twitch doesn't make money right now.
It's like, he didn't mean that.
We're sorry, your Twitch overlords.
So,
I'm not. The only overlords I praise are Google.
it's fine.
Hey, Rocky's got us. It's 9.8 seconds.
that doesn't
I'm
sound
glad she was
accurate.
counting. I'm glad somebody was counting down to the micro.
Hey, wait, we had a guy a little while ago who came in saying he was a Twitch affiliate. It's just not him.
Still have the screenshot.
I don't know. He might get mad at us. I don't think we looked at his SoundCloud.
Oh, you're right.
Speak for yourself.
Did you really look at his SoundCloud?
A screenshot of that throw.
Yeah, there you go. So, you gents ride the wheels back to the cart. After about 20 minutes of work, with Dave doing some heavy lifting, you were able to get them onto the cart successfully and rehitch the horses and make your way to Frosty Canyon Village. Arriving in Frosty Canyon Village, you notice that it is, of course, as a village, much smaller than the city of Freshtovia.
Mm-hmm.
There are actually very few permanent homes and buildings. Overall, it's very much set up.
Blacksmith. Cabins.
Yeah, it's definitely set up as
And
a
campsite.
way station and campsite area, known for the beauty of its local frosty ponds. Also, the snacksmith here specializes in spoons, but currently, having completed the order of your wheels, has departed for some other task. He's helping someone else, so he's not in at the time.
All right.
You notice of the ponds, there is the north one is the chocolate pond,
Mm-hmm.
and it is.
And then
There's
below
also
it
vanilla
is
pond.
the clearly superior vanilla Frosty Pond.
Agreed. Not a fan of chocolate. But also, I read that entire paragraph and I'm sad. Sorry for reading the entire paragraph. I'm sad.
That's okay. I don't mind.
Also, did we receive a clue? I don't remember a clue.
A clue.
Yeah, I don't remember any blue pop pins printed anywhere.
We turned one of ours into a clue. The other 3 became chicken nuggets.
Oh, you turned into a key, yes.
We had a key.
So we ran
Have
out.
we found any locks that go with that key yet? If not, we'll just keep looking for locks.
You have not.
I mean, we're just going to try every lock we come across, right?
Yeah, so far you have.
What's everybody's arcana? Sorry,
13. 13.
Currently at 10.
14? I mean, max stats is 17. This is what counts as a high arcana stat.
I mean, I have a +2.
I have a +2.
That's decently high if you want to roll.
Okay.
I only got plus.
That's a
Sorry,
17.
I only got a -1.
I rolled a 1 on the die.
So, Brock actually will notice that, once again, the chicken nuggets are reacting.
Ooh, nuggies.
I want to dip my nugget in a vanilla.
So you dip your nugget. Which one?
Vanilla.
Cool. You dip it. It also turns into a key.
Oh!
We have another key.
So.
Do they
hooray,
stop
keys.
reacting after that?
Yes.
We
Ca-
can dip
it's
it-
kinda
we
like
can
with the
dip it in
fountain.
chocolate.
Let's see.
See, look at that. Didn't even want to react to the chocolate factory or chocolate pond.
So yeah, so this
Vanilla,
is a very
clearly
popular
superior.
vacation destination for Beef's Keep. The ponds are very close to the canyon's edge, and it is also a magnificent-looking canyon. Not as magnificent in 2 dimensions, but use your imaginations. I trust you all.
I imagine that there's a canyon
I can see it
and
now.
not just a flat image.
Yeah.
There are the campsites that have a place for you to do.
Campsite.
You also do remember hearing that this place is known for its fishing, specifically in the ponds. So,
There's fish in the frosty ponds.
That's interesting.
This little tidbit just keeps showing up.
It's a weird place to store your fish.
Yeah, it is.
Hey,
A frosty pond?
yeah,
Fishy frosty?
I guess so.
if you wanted to.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're going fishing in the frosty ponds.
Yeah.
Is there a
I
roll
will
for that?
Ask for a fishing pole. Is someone willing to let me borrow one?
I will buy a fishing pole.
I would just buy a fishing pole from the general store if they have one.
So yeah, so going to
Imagine
the
they
general
would.
store, you will meet Delia. She is a very friendly woman, and she actually hand makes the poles.
All
She
right.
has 3 tiers of the poles that she makes. There's the basic pole, advanced pole, and the master pole for 2 gold, 5 gold, or 10 gold.
I'll spend 10 gold on a master pole.
I will
Fucking
also spend
around.
10 gold on a master pole.
Why not? Master poles all around.
You could also share.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's garbage. I'm going to go after my mouth pole.
All right. So what is the master fishing pole grant?
So
Absolutely nothing.
when you fish, if
Grants
you,
us the title of master.
your target is rolling a d20 and getting 10 or higher to successfully catch.
Okay, 14.
Do we add grace to it or no?
Nope.
D20.
12.
19.
6.
So you did not catch anything.
Yeah.
These boys have caught North Pacific cod sandwiches, which will grant you 1d6 of health.
All right.
Nice.
Pacific North Cod.
So, and game rules right now for fishing are that you can make 3 attempts between rests or meals, and you can get 1 successful catch between meals. So Brock can try again
Higher.
twice.
2. 4.
All right. Tragically,
Hey, catch a
17.
I'll give you my North.
Unfortunately, we can only catch once.
Nah,
what?
it's fair. I'm going to keep trying.
I'll
Though.
give you
Why
my
not?
chicken sandwich if you need it. If you're hungry.
Thank you. I appreciate
Us
that.
and the junior bacon cheeseburger order can last a long time without food. We got plenty of calories to spare.
After your
A lot of calories.
cool.
It comes from the bacon.
So, after your fishing foray, you do notice that the snacksmith has returned to his shop.
Yeah,
Locals will tell you that they know him affectionately as the Spoonman because of the specialty in making spoons.
He's a good spooning.
No, he's good at making spoons.
Sometimes you just want to clarify, okay? Doesn't mean you're dumb.
What clarified butter we use?
What?
Are we clarifying butter?
Something like that.
Yes, we're making clarified butter
Why are we
to
clarifying our butter?
put on our buns that are fresh to frozen.
Well, no, you do it. You do it for the lobster, or you do it so you can reduce the smoking point.
I mean, I understand our reasons for clarifying butter. I was asking specifically why we were clarifying our butter.
For our buns, clearly.
Grease my buns.
Well, crease my buns.
Roll, push me down a slide.
Why are we doing any of this? Well, because he said so, clearly.
Because he said so.
What the actual fuck nugget? I look for the word knife and on a magma stone great knife. In stock with beefy Belmont. I don't know what spoilers I found. But I want to unfind them.
Belmont. Must be a vampire hunter.
Clearly. I just want to find a cast iron skillet. That's all I'm after.
So, do you wish to speak to the snacksmith at all?
Of course.
I don't see why not. There's not too many more people to be talking with, so.
All right. Well, he welcomes you into his shop. I am known as the Spoonsmith. It's a
All
pleasure
right,
to
then,
meet
Mr.
you.
Spoonsmith.
What can I do for you?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Nothing.
Oh,
I just came here to say hi.
You got any snacks?
I don't.
Do you
But
guys
you're more
like
than
this?
welcome to go fish at the pond. Although I did see you at the pond.
Oh, we did
Yeah, I
that.
didn't do very good.
I got this one.
I caught this one.
I got this one.
Those are some mighty fine sandwiches.
I have a fishing
That
pole.
said, I noticed you dipping something in the pond. What were you dipping some?
Nugget.
What happened to that nugget?
It got all fancy. Fancy how? Like it's a key nugget.
Truly, you
Who
have
is the
found
key?
a treasure.
I think I do.
I think he's got the other
I think
key.
you do.
You have another key?
And we just have chicken nuggets still.
I don't know what goes to yet, but I have a feeling we'll get more because there's more nuggets.
Well, rumor has it.
Ooh.
Rumor has it that if you go to Dave's Double Hills,
Uh-huh.
there might be a use for them.
Oh,
But
shit.
that's just hearsay. That's just hearsay. But
We work off
I mean,
hearsay.
it's very difficult for you to say something elsewhere.
Sometimes I hate my job.
you make a fine point.
I know what you mean.
Why the fuck are we at Frosty
Well,
Village?
I do my best to
I'm not sure.
provide you with the scoop.
That's all I got.
I ain't the Spoonsmith.
Excuse me, Snacksmith. Do you have any clowns in this proximity of this village?
Well, there's that guy right there.
So, above board, we're here
Clown.
to stop an invasion of this area.
An invasion.
I said above board.
Oh, sorry. Well, you're
So you're handling your head. Hand on head.
He did. He just took it off.
So you are here to stop
bite
people
my
that
shoulder?
were attacking.
What's wrong
convoys.
with you?
Why bite your
And,
shoulder? Fuck.
Already you've
Super
seen at least
weird,
one
Brock.
convoy supply line get attacked.
Try to keep your fantasies to
A
yourself.
sauce merchant
Yeah.
specifically, and you did notice that the clowns. I can't remember if I mentioned it to you, but the clowns do have identifying insignias related to who was I can't remember if it was just the clown nations or if it was the jester himself.
The Ice Jester.
Who are we gesturing?
No, Jester. Like those guys with the funny hats.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
And those
then,
guys that, like, freeze
remembering
beef.
what we're doing in the Frosty Canyon, we'll ask the snacksmith. So we ran into a convoy that was attacked by some fry fiends. Are there been any other words of other convoys being hit or stopped?
Well, it's always tough being on the borders with Ice Jester's forces like to run about. So I feel like a month doesn't go by without one or two poor merchants getting molested on the road. But you know, so far it's just like the hazards of dealing with bandits anywhere else, I imagine. But, word has it that lately it's less bandits and more people that might actually be working for the Ice Jester himself.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti.
Chills the heart it does to hear that kind of news. Chills the heart.
So, we found this convoy coming from Beef's Keep.
Not a convoy, just a.
Oh, just one single merchant that was attacked.
One sauce.
On our way from Beef Keep. Is that usually the road that gets attacked, or is there another road that tends to be more targeted?
That would be the road. Although it is surprising that they would start attacking people so far. Let me get myself so far north. Honestly, usually they're attacking more towards the south end of the Biggie Vale. You know, but in all honesty, this entire canyon is just a great place to ambush somebody.
Oh, joy.
It does make a lot of sense.
Solid
Not a
choke
whole lot of
point,
places to
like
go.
a fry going down wrong.
Yep.
I feel like this is
Like
the
a
part
fry
in the
going down
story
wrong.
where we realize that the Spoon Master has been the mastermind this entire time behind the attacks.
I mean, he's the spoonsmith, not the spoon master.
Yeah, you gotta mix up. We are the fishing masters because we have the master poles, and he is the spoon smith because he is a smith who specializes in spoons.
Oh, I thought he was also a master in spooning, which is why he was just all around the Spoon Master.
No,
He's
No.
just here to give you the scoop.
No, I already asked about that.
he's just
He
really
called me an
good.
idiot for
He's
it.
just really good at spoons.
What's only a regular and great. But I imagine the process of making a knife and a spoon is quite different.
We don't so much play this game as I inflicted upon you guys. I love that so much.
This is why we were never playing that superhero game.
Oh, you mean Heroes and Masterminds?
Yes.
I'm playing it. I'm not playing it for an entirely different reason. That was actually the fun part of the game. The not fun part of the game was character creation.
Oh, I've heard.
Oh.
It's a nightmare. It is a literal fucking nightmare. Anyway.
All right. So, after you have taken the time to,
Oh, it's mutants and masterminds, not heroes and masterminds.
Correct.
that makes sense. So Eminem,
Yes.
nice. I dig it.
So he said the convoy attacks, attacks usually happen more south. Do we want to investigate that at all? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing, is stopping attacks.
It is true, but
We
you
probably should.
also have. You do remember that you have a contact.
Ooh, who's our contact?
I mean, they're usually more beneficial when you have two, because otherwise you're only seeing it out of one eye.
It's fair. It's fair. But sometimes you just want to like have a monocle, but more. But less
Hidden.
obvious.
But you don't want anybody to know you have a
Yeah,
monocle, because that's
Wow, that's
pretentious.
super hipster.
I'm classy. You just can't tell. I just imagine rolling around with one single contact in, just like bumping into everything like on your left or right side, but just inside you're also like, I'm better than you.
No, I've spent days with only one contact in. It is not fun. It is kind of interesting how, like, about halfway through the day, you don't notice it anymore. That's because your brain has just decided that you don't need to use that other eye, so it stops giving you that information.
Yeah.
So your depth perception goes to garbage.
Like, what's parallax?
That sounds like a
Who
bad
needs that?
thing, but
No.
okay.
There's
It's
nothing
not
more
fun.
inherently evil than a monocle. Like the planner's peanut, a guy in a top hat, jacket, and a monocle selling other peanuts for his own capitalistic gain.
Talking about how he wants nut after nut after nut.
There's nothing more evil than that. Oh, my bad. He also has a cane. So he has one leg that doesn't work and one eye that doesn't work. Nothing more evil than that.
Man, that backstory he must have.
We're very
That
biased against
upbringing.
the infirm.
No, we only partially infirm. If you're wholly infirm, I'm very sympathetic.
Seeing as how he's a peanut, does he technically get classified as a vegetable? I don't think so.
There sure are a lot of uses for him.
Oh dear.
So, your conversation with the spoonsmith galleys on. He does mention that one of his other specialties is applying gems to your gear.
Ooh.
He doesn't necessarily have any tips on where to find them, but he has had adventurers pass through, and he has been able to apply them to give bonuses to your weapons.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So keep your eye out, and if you see something that you might think might do something, feel free to drop by. And he would be happy to attach them to you. Leaving the spoonsmith, you are approached by a young man with curly brown hair and glasses.
See, two bad eyes. He's okay.
He is flanked on either side by very large bald men wearing heavy bacon armor, who are clearly his bodyguards. Hello! Are you the one sent by our beautiful queen?
We are indeed.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
excellent. I am Prince Carter of Nuggeton. I am your contact on this mission. Thank you so much for arriving as quickly as you
found him.
did. In fact, I even heard that you managed to assist a merchant on the way.
Yes, sir.
Well, excellent. I knew she would choose the right people for the job. Well, welcome to this humble village. Quite lovely, is it not?
Why? Yes, it is.
Have you had the opportunity to avail yourselves of the ponds themselves or any of the other entertainment?
Indeed, we have.
Believe it.
We spent a good part of this day fishing.
Oh, excellent.
Well, one of us did. The other ones caught ours real freaking quick, and we ended up trying to help him out, and that took some time.
He hasn't gotten the hang of it yet, but maybe tomorrow he can try again.
Well, certainly.
Clearly, the man just didn't have a father to help him teach him how to handle a rod. So
Handle a rod.
Thank you, Austin, for clarifying that.
My name's Dave. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Handle a rod.
Can't let you do that, Dave.
Dave is gross.
I'm talking to Ben right now.
Oh, he's alive? Oh, nice.
I'm proud of him.
Hi,
I'm
Ben.
proud of him.
We do miss you.
I like how he hung out 2 weeks and then he disappeared again.
Yeah, I miss Ben.
He does that.
He's dead. He's dying inside. I hit him on Facebook. I'm like, hey,
Ow.
we miss you and shit. I'm like, where the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm just dying inside.
Fair.
Well, it is at least 45, 15 minutes without traffic to his house.
There is also that.
Well, I said, first off, I miss you. Second off, do you remember the system we played when we used the system we used for superheroes? And then third off, how the fuck are you? We need to catch up. Fourthly, miss you.
Miss you.
But he said Heroes 5th edition.
I think I have the PDF on my computer because you sent it to me.
I think so. That's a weird system. It's a D6 system. It's fucking brutal.
Well, anyway, welcome. I'm glad you came here. As you can tell, it's nice being here in the off season. It's a little bit slower paced, as well as for someone of, not to be improper, but of my status, I don't always like to be bothered. it's nice to have a place where I can relax in private and just be one of the people on vacation. Except for these big hunks of meat. They will, the men on either side will grunt, just like. We were just about to head back, honestly, but I stumbled across some plans. People are planning to attack an incoming supply party, a large caravan coming in from the west, and it seems that in conjunction with the uptick of smaller raids on individual merchants, which you have encountered, it seems as if they're building up to attack this caravan and strike a much larger blow. Word is that they might be able to get a hold of large quantities of beef, so they might try and freeze it. And as we all well know, we cannot.
Just about waste all of it, so that's no good.
Unedible once it's frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Those cows have sacrificed themselves for nothing if we let this come to pass.
As we all know,
Indeed.
the Ice Jester does not rely upon sacrifices, for he has no goodwill with the cows. Truly barbaric.
Truly.
Barbaric.
Yep.
In the meantime, I see that you have brought some fiends. My men and I will be departing, making our way back towards Freshtovia. If you desire, we can take them off your hands and see them remanded to the proper authorities.
Yes, maybe you can help get some information out of these fiends.
There is no talking to them. I'm sure you have heard their shrieks.
Yes, someone quite well demonstrated their shrieks, and it was quite bothersome to the ears.
One who did
They
that.
sound talented and handsome.
They are both, I assure you.
Not the fiends, the person who demonstrated.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
Indeed.
Most indubitably.
Indubitably.
In any case, as we depart, I recommend that you head to the southwest. That way you might encounter... that way you can hopefully reach the caravan before any of these Ice Jester's fiends. And should you accomplish your task successfully, which I have no doubt in your ability to do so, feel free to visit me in Nuggeton. I would be delighted to hear of your stories and find out what other exploits you might get into. I was informed of your exploits in saving the festivities. Excellent work. Excellent work.
Well, thank you.
Do what I can.
I feel like any good citizen of Freshtovia would have done the same.
Would have tried for sure. But not just anyone, could bring it off successfully. There is indeed glory in the attempt. But there is no glory quite like success.
Indeed.
As you finish the conversation with him, 2 more guards come up leading 4 horses. They do get information from you on where they can find the fry fiends, and sling them over the back of the horses, and bid you a
Austin, are
fond
you
farewell.
dying?
I think
Are you
Austin's
dying?
dead.
Usually. But more so on the inside.
I look
7!
Hey! How's it going, friend?
Sup.
You can join us for Austin's death throes.
He's only dying a little bit.
It's a slow, painful death that's going to take about another 40 to 60 years, but he'll get there.
I believe in me.
No, we'll see how. Depends on how many puns I tell. Actually, that might be more shortening my lifespan, if we're being honest.
It'll be like a Romeo and Juliet thing, where he'll kill you, then kill himself.
Oh, it's my game.
Ooh. That'd be fun. Alright. Moving on.
So we head to help out this caravan.
All right. So you ride.
Good luck, Lauren. I remember his name.
I don't
You're
remember
Lauren.
anybody's name. That is true. We got at least that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it is saved as a quote, so if you type the command that you don't remember for quote enough times.
It'll show up.
Well, there's a cat on this chair.
That's true. We just gotta remember what order we were in. I mean, that's pretty.
I know
easy.
who I am.
I know who I am.
Nope. I guess we're just gonna keep spamming this until we figure it out.
And remember the fact that we're not. I guess Spencer. Well, Brandon was here. You were here. I was there. You were this. Oh, so 3 of us just rotate.
We just came up with our names.
It didn't do it
7X is not someone who is not awesome. That we know for sure. 7
see.
is pretty cool.
Remember Greg, Brian,
Alan.
Alan. You were. Matt's not here. He was Tony.
John?
I think you were John. Yeah.
Tim. Yeah.
Tim is melted into the floor.
They call
There is
me
My Tim.
Cat touching my.
Tim.
No, not a cat.
Nope, not a cat. It's an Austin. Usually it's a cat. This time it was not a cat.
I
Here,
love
go
it
ahead, I'll give you this. At least.
because he forgot his lines. My friends call me Tim, but you can call me Tim.
Okay.
Hello, Tim.
It was supposed to be something like super long and dramatic, and he's just like, I don't know.
And I just rolled with it. It's like, that's great. Oh, hi, Brandon.
Gotta do. Sure that wasn't
I mean,
Austin.
yeah, people are
That's
sitting in
awesome.
different spots.
Well, that one's
That's
Brandon.
fair.
That one was
It's a
Austin.
snare.
There are some who call me Tim.
Sometimes.
Okay, Tim.
I love it how just like dramatically he's just like throwing these fireballs around. Like he goes, I definitely won't need to cast fireball later today, so I'm gonna just use them all right now in case someone's
We don't know how the
walking
magic
by.
system works. Maybe he can just do it infinite times.
Is fireball a cantrip for him?
Yes.
Apparently.
They didn't think it was quite powerful enough to warrant using an actual spell slot, so they just gave it to you as an at-will ability in that system.
That's not a little silly.
If you tap it lower, it's on its own.
We have brought it forward. To 3 thou shalt count, not to 4. 5 is right out.
The whole sequence was just silly.
I just love it.
Can we just
1,
skip ahead?
2, 5. 3, my lord. 3. The ironic thing is because he goes to
7.
5, and then he's corrected not to go to 5, and then goes to 3. It's almost like he counted to 5 anyways.
Yeah, I
And
know.
the amount of time that was used up.
Yes, we do change twice. We change. We've got 4 different games running at the same time, and 1 different person heads each
Not really.
game, and I just play in them all.
And we just like Mitch a lot, so he comes and hangs out with us.
Yeah,
Steers are pro.
I don't know who this Mitch guy is, but yeah.
Well, Greg, we like Greg a lot, so Greg comes and hangs out with us.
Hey, Greg.
Well, Mitch is going back to New York, so don't worry about it.
Wasn't that Tony?
Miss.
Oh, that's funny. He has. He's also like Sturgis or something, so whatever.
He's an actor. So,
Actor.
you assemble yourselves together.
Like
and
Legos.
You actually are given information from Prince Carter on where to acquire some horses that he has set aside for you
Okay.
to use. So you're all mounted up, and you depart to the southwest. As you continue on, about an hour after setting out, you come across the fizzing, sparkling falls that splash down into the river that flows through the middle of the Frosty Canyon.
Ooh.
Over time, you come upon a caravan of carts that look very similar to the one that you rescued. When you get closer, you notice that there is not a coachman leading the horses. About 50 feet away, the caravan abruptly halts. When you get within 20 feet of the front cart, you are met with a familiar sight as 4 fry fiends leap
Oh,
from
no.
the cart.
Well, that's quite unfortunate.
Fiends.
How rude.
We must stop this at once.
Roll initiative, my boys.
All right, initiative
Blah.
time. Who's this die this time?
10.
You
Oh,
rolled
that's a
a 10.
6.
No, Jermaine.
I got a 5 on the die.
Okay, Mitch, you said 6.
Yep.
Brock.
7.
We did not do super great in this edition, you guys.
Okay.
I think I rolled a 10.
Whoa!
Oh,
It's fine. I think I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10.
Roll 10.
cool.
I rolled a 10.
He doesn't know yet, but you rolled a 10.
I rolled a 10.
Hey, I think you rolled a 10.
We have the exact same initiative order as last time, except
Worse.
yeah, just worse scores. But you guys are in the same order. Okay, cool. All right, we go up to the top as Dave. What do you seek to do? You are 20
wow.
feet away.
I am charging one of these horrible fry fiends.
Do it. Get top.
Nat 20.
Oh, there you
I
go.
forgot what that means.
You are in feast mode.
Yeah. Your next die roll has initiative. Is that
Advantage.
What Advantage.
Initiative.
Initiative.
So, you go into feast mode. Allows you to do the maximum amount of attack damage plus
an
an
additional
roll
die.
of the normal attack dice. You also gain advantage on your next roll.
So 8 plus 10. 18 damage.
Boom. You just absolutely... And you're attacking with the kitchen knife?
The great knife.
The great knife?
Which is a 2
The great magma knife.
Yes. But without magma.
His goose is cooked.
Good job, my friend.
His chicken is charbroiled.
But moving on, it is time for Alfred.
What doth Alfred doest?
I will do I have resistance to all physical damage again. Defense.
Next. Pat pat.
Alright, well, I guess I'm just going to go up and hit a couple. Well, I mean, at least one of them. Maybe a couple. Who knows?
That's just a theory. Barber theory.
It's a game.
Well, that's a 20 to hit, so I think I hit.
I think so too.
Great. For 3 points of damage.
Boom. Do it again.
And then we'll do it again. That's a 13.
Ooh, nice. He did not look good after that one.
That was 13 to hit.
Oh, 13 hit.
I don't think it does.
That does hit.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do some extra damage on top of that 3. So that's 9 more damage.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely messed them up.
Great.
I will go to assist my friend Pat Pat, and I'll see about throwing a knife. And I'll say, "You rapscallions, step away from that cot, or feel our wrath."
I mean, it sounds like we're going to give him our wrath regardless, but...
I rolled an 11, so I think it just hits the side of the card for something.
What do you add?
1 grace, so 10 plus 1 is 11.
11.
Yeah, you miss. Oh, I see. You rolled the city. Rolled an 11.
Oh, my total on the attack roll was an 11.
Cool. Alright, that is your miss. It's fine. Alright.
The Fry Fiends.
Fry fiends.
Hopefully they don't assault us again.
They can assault me all they want. They will never break my will. You will never subject my freedom.
Can't take my freedom. I just need to double check on what their attacks are going to be.
Probably poop.
Hopefully. That'd be convenient.
Plus 25 million for
Oh.
take freedom.
That'd be a lot.
No, alright. So, the one that Pat Pat was attacking is going to strike at him.
8.
11 to hit.
That will miss.
Cool. One is going to move up and try and attack Dave
No.
for a 9 to hit.
Nope.
Heck no. That wouldn't even hit me.
And another miss. So, moving back to the top, Dave.
You have advantage because you are in feast mode.
So that's a 13 or An 18. I'll take the 18. So a 22 to hit the next one
You smack him.
for 8 damage.
8 damage. Perfect.
Take that, you fiends.
One day I will find the frying pan.
Perfect. Alfred.
I'm gonna rub. I'm gonna poke the one that Dave smacked.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Pat pat.
I don't think a 5 total is gonna do anything.
You know, probably not.
Probably not.
It was worth a shot.
It
Here we go. Let's go ahead and hit this guy again. See if I can't knock him right the frick out. That is a 15. I
That'll
think
do
that
it
hits.
right there.
I'll hit him.
For 6 damage.
He gone.
All right.
Bye.
There's another one by me, or do I have to move and find the next one?
There is another one nearby.
Great.
Oh,
I'll
there's
go
the
up and
list.
Smack him.
Hey.
Oh, you were John.
My name is Tim. My favorite food is toast.
Well,
That's
that
Brian's
is a
favorite
7. So I think I missed this time.
Alan,
Hey,
his favorite food is
unfortunately.
soup.
And that brings us back to
Food
Clip
is
Seal.
I'll
bananas.
throw my seconds of 5 knives at the same assailants that Dave has been wackadooing upon.
Perfect.
Arcadoo.
That is the exact same die roll, so that will still be a miss. It was a miss last time. It'll be a miss this time.
All right. So how do we do that? Again, the guy you were trying to attack is going to try and come up with you.
3 on the die.
Yeah, no. Meantime, I'm going to go ahead and try and attack Dave.
Hit me.
It's going to be 15.
To prepare.
Miss.
My AC is 16.
Boom. Oh, wait. There's only 2 of them left right now. So it doesn't matter. Moving back up to the top. Dave! Got him.
Die, fiend. 21.
That hits.
7. The one I had previously damaged.
Does not look good. Perfect. No.
Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna get that same one Dave hit. It's a 5 again.
All right, now we'll go to me.
It's not gonna do anything in these combats, I guess.
No, who said you get to do anything? That'd be ridiculous. Wow, that is a 3 and a 4, so I'm pretty sure that 7's gonna miss.
That is
So we're gonna
correct.
try this again. Does a 13 hit? I think it did
That does
earlier.
hit.
Great. That's for 6 points of damage.
Alright. Sounds good.
Alright. Do I get one throw?
You do.
So for my third knife, I'm going to throw at the one that Dave has been attacking. Ooh, a 19 on the die.
That'll hit.
Take that, Rapscallion, for 1 damage.
Better than nothing.
He seems annoyed.
I would be annoyed too if there was a knife sticking out of me.
Alright. 20 to attack my boy Dave.
Uh-oh.
Methinks that's an actual hit. I put my D4s down.
I got a D4 if you need it real fast.
Ooh.
No, I prefer you use my D4s because they only roll 1s apparently.
Oof. 8 points.
Okay.
Yeah, he kicked you in the face.
Yeah, I'm still
Nice.
getting hurt.
He was,
Very
he was
rude.
real rude. Then I'm gonna
That's so-
attack Pat Pat, and it's gonna miss. Back up to Dave.
Fuck you. What is that? That's a 2.
That doesn't sound very
6
good.
misses, but I need a pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
That's the one you threw that didn't work.
I missed hard.
Okay.
But I keep missing too.
Alfred, get him. Not rolling a 3.
Matt
I mean,
texted
you
me.
didn't roll 3.
It was a 8 looking.
Okay.
Alright, well, we're going back to me then.
Pat, Pat, it's all up to you, buddy.
Apparently.
That is a natural 20.
Feast mode!
Beast mode!
Feast.
Woo!
He got it.
No.
Oh, damn. That is a 21 points of damage.
Ow.
Yeah, that guy got smacked right the crap out.
Was that with your ladle?
Yeah. No, I was with the spatula.
The spatula?
Yeah. Now we're going with what? I mean, they both do the same amount of damage, so, I mean...
Does it really matter?
Not right now. I know I do something fancy to frozen enemies, but...
Yeah. Haven't hit one
Haven't
yet.
found any one of those yet. So here we go again. Oh, it's 19 on the die. It's almost a 20, but that hits.
That does hit.
Or you get double advantage
Yep.
after the thief smoke?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, good. That's 11 points of damage.
He does not look good.
2 nods for damage
Alright.
in a row.
It's up to go cluck yourself to finish off this fiend with
All
this
right.
4th knife of
Good
the
luck.
combat.
Go collect yourself.
19 on the die.
I mean, I kind of hope so.
And 3 points of damage.
Ooh, got him. You finish him off.
Bleh.
Take that, you rapscallion.
Bleh.
Mm-hmm.
I will then go to my comrade Dave, do my infinite out of combat healing, and collect my knives.
Perfect.
Woo!
I'll heal that.
All right.
Fair enough.
We will once again tie these ruffians up, and then did we have word on if this caravan was going to the Frosty Canyon or going somewhere else initially?
So you're in the Frosty Canyon unit. You do actually know, having perused a map, that you're at a place called Freestyle Falls,
Ooh,
which is important.
so that was the fizzy water.
Yes. So having managed to defeat these Fry Fiends, you begin to investigate the carts. And you do notice that this cart is full of barrels of ranch sauce.
Yum.
I'm with you on that one.
Some of that good old ranch sauce.
That said, you do get the sense, and are noticing from some of the symbolism, that this doesn't seem to be... Noticing the other carts, they have different symbols on them. This doesn't actually appear to be... This is a hodgepodge caravan of sorts.
Alright.
But, as you investigate, there is a flash of light and smoke.
Uh-oh.
You turn around to see a man in a green shroud with blue ice-flecked hair poking out from under his hood. He's wearing black paint around his eyes like some sort of discount superhero, and a large neckerchief that says frozen
God
beef.
damn it.
Neckerchief that says what?
Frozen
We found ourselves
beef.
the Hamburglar.
Yes!
That's right. Hold your applause. Autograph line is to the right. It's me, your favorite bad guy, the Beef Bandit.
I will grab out my my
Oh my
journal,
gosh.
and I will go to the right side to get his autograph. No.
Oh my goodness.
I've already asked. Did you guys? I think I asked this in one of the two earlier sessions. Did you guys ever watch like the little crappy cartoons that McDonald's used to put out back in the day?
I remember
Yes.
those.
So, also, I don't know how much you guys flew as children, but
No.
there was, back in the day, they had like radios, like things that you had to just plug your headphones into this armrest and you could listen in. One of them was McDonald's themed, and I listened to that all the time as a kid. It was terrifying.
Terrifying.
I mean, I loved it as a kid, but like thinking back on it, it was just really weird.
That does not surprise me.
I do not remember which airline this was, but
I can
we
see.
flew on that airline a lot.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
There was nothing better to do
Very scary.
as a kid on a plane.
Oh gosh.
So as soon as the Hamburglar comes on scene, what Go Cluck Yourself will actually say is, "Are you the one orchestrating these attacks?"
Why, yes! Finally, someone who recognizes my true genius.
You don't have to be all that smart to just, attack carts. It's just kind of annoying and mean and rude. Like, I think I could attack a cart, and I ain't all that smart.
Pardon me, but who is this sesame seed? And why is he speaking to me? At least this man appreciates who I am and the work that I do.
I actually do not appreciate. I was gonna say
My
that-
name is Patrick Patterson. I mean, you could have just asked me. It's not all that difficult either. You know, the more we talk, the more you sound like a real piece of work. And by that I mean you're not much brighter than like a pack of bulls with their with the lights out. Whatever that means. I think that's a saying, right? That's a saying.
I feel as if this metaphor has gotten away from you,
Just a wee bit.
which says to me that perhaps you're not the one to be talking about who is smart.
I mean, I did mention I'm not very smart, man.
That's true. He actually did.
Fair. Hedging your bets. Wise man.
But I do think that
No, I'm not
these attacks on
particularly
these
wise either.
cots must stop, and you must turn yourself in and go to Queen Wendy's justice.
Yes, sir.
I mean, at the very least, ours.
I did not expect that Queen Wendy would send her own jesters to fight the jesters' men. Truly excellent. Truly.
No, sir. None of us are jesters by trade.
Just my hobby.
Thank you for clarifying by trade.
But seriously, this man really ruins your act. You. Stop.
I am a
It's just-
star in Queen Wendy's eyes.
I'll make
Never
a move
mind.
In your case.
You
How
can
her
stay
light
out.
shines upon me.
My God. The brainwashing. The
Those who throw
brainwashing.
stones
of
and
all of
bus
you.
have to sink ships.
The brainwashing. We don't sit here and
Fair enough.
go ahead and think that frozen beef is good enough for us. It is you in your kingdom who is brainwashed.
Me, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I feel that we are not going to see eye to eye.
No.
Especially not while I'm standing atop this wagon.
I don't know. Pat and Dave are kind of tall. Maybe if I were to get on their shoulders, we could stand eye to eye.
There.
I mean, if I throw this ladle hard enough, I might be able to knock it down, and then we could see eye to eye. No, I'd still be taller than you. I'd have to then lift you up off the ground.
And you certainly seem strong enough to do so.
Do you want to hit allow for that? I didn't know that was a feature. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hit allow.
Automod held a message for a reason aggressive.
That's different than our chatbot. That's interesting.
Yep. Like I said, I've done some things in. I did some things when I worked on
Term
things.
fuck off.
Oh, it recognizes that as the word, even though
Yep.
it's spelled differently. Very smart of the bot.
Good job, little bot.
Alright, how do you wish to do it?
How
Well,
far away is he?
throughout all this, I will make the brass attempts to do a charm check. Please,
Seduce him.
Mr.
How far
Man.
away is he?
So,
He's
he
the
is
beef bandit.
about 10 feet away from
Oh, is it?
you. Yeah.
Like on a wagon or
He
something?
just kind of like, imagine you're investigating wags and he just sort of like appeared.
So I will do one final attempt. We have foiled both of your attacks that have come against us. Once again, please turn yourself in quietly, or you shall go to the Queen's justice. 15 in total.
Justice.
Yeah, I imagined, but
Oh, my goodness. Again, I did not think that you would send comedians to do a soldier's job.
Can I attack him?
This guy's not very smart. This will be the second time we tell him we're not comedians by trade.
Can I attack him?
But I don't think he's getting you like through to him, so it's
Sure,
not
you can
gonna
roll-
bother
that's-
correcting
we
him
we
this
can
time.
roll up initiative.
Yeah, that dude's supposed to be out of code anyways.
Oh, hey, that's a number.
That is a number. What'd you get?
I got that one.
I feel like it'd almost be impossible to not get a number when you roll die that has numbers on it and not anything but numbers.
I rolled the highest number.
It's one zone.
It's one
And
zoning.
there are 2 underscores.
I rolled
Those
a
aren't numbers.
9 in total.
Okay.
'Cause you had
19.
an equal sign, is that what you mean?
No, there's an underscore under the 9, and there's
18.
an underscore under the 6.
Mhm.
Those are meant to indicate which number they actually are. However, those are not numbers in and of themselves. So his earlier statement where he said it'd be very hard to roll anything but a number on a die that only has numbers printed on it is false, because there are non-numbers printed on this die.
10% chance to roll a non-number.
Yep.
Damn, those underscores indicating if it's a 9 or a 6. You have fooled me once again.
Nothing like being like dumb and pedantic.
Pedantic?
Pedantic.
Pedantic.
Alright. Let's get it going. Dave, smack 'em.
Dave rolled a natural 1.
Aww.
That's a big oof.
Big
What are the
oof.
rules for that?
This says worst outcome.
Ah.
I hurt myself in confusion.
Yeah, we're pretty much gonna say that you just managed to stab the cart,
Okay, that's not the worst outcome, boss.
and you're gonna have to pull your knife out of the cart. It's
Oh.
like stuck fast. So
That's bad.
we're calling it disadvantage on your next attack.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway,
All right.
Pat,
Well,
pat.
pat.
I'll go ahead and show him how it's done.
Pappity pappoo. Poop 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 pop.
That is a 13, sir, to hit this man.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Let me double check. No, it does not hit.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and try this again. Does a 15 hit?
15 will hit.
All right.
Yay.
The number we're looking for is either 14 or 15. I dealt 4 points of damage.
Take that, Hamburglar.
Just so we're on the same page, I give the tie to the defender, right?
Usually
No,
Tie
the
goes to
attacker.
the attacker.
Oh, then you hit him.
Yeah,
So,
you're trying to
okay.
reach that number.
Yeah, if my defense is 16, 16 is how many you have to get.
Okay, cool. In that case, you hit him on the first attack as well.
All right.
My
so I'll roll
AC,
damage on that
my
as well.
defense
That
or
was
higher.
7 additional damage then for the first attack.
Okay, so 7 and
7 and 4 for a total of 11.
okay.
Raven.
Perfect. Alfred.
Let's try that range thingy. Give me a strength saving throw DC 13. Strength saving throw DC 13.
He did not make it.
Ah, he takes 1 point damage and 1 point damage.
Beginning of his turn.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So he has bleed.
Yeah.
Yes, burn.
It is a slow heat.
Num, num,
Slow.
num, melting slowly.
No, don't melt away.
Sit in the chair so uncomfortable.
Yeah, that happens after a while. That's fair.
What does the Hamburglar do on his turn?
The Hamburglar.
Is he burgle the ham? I don't know
I
what
mean,
that
he's the
means.
beef bandit. Sorry, it's important.
Oh, the Beef Bandit, not the Hamburglar. My apologies. That's right, because they don't specifically call him Ronald McDonald. They call him the Ice Jester. So whereas you can clearly tell who they're talking about, they couldn't flat out say who they were talking about. It's some water.
Mm-hmm.
Them aguas. Aguada. Oh. I don't know what he's doing under.
Yes.
Hey, I'm the cat.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
There's a Luna.
I do not fault you, sir. You
All
continue.
right. Once Mitch gets back, the beef bandit is gonna attack. Alright. So the beef bandit is going to start out attacking Pat Pat.
Oh no!
No, poor Pat Pat.
I guess that a 9 does not hit.
You're guessing correctly.
Get that weak shit out of here.
Neither does a 2. Moving on.
So
Cluck.
I will actually. I have the refresh ability.
Okay.
It's a touch, so I have to walk up to Dave, and with this I can remove curses, statuses, weaknesses, or disadvantages. So I guess for this, I help him pull the knife out before his attack next round, so that way he can get ready to strike the beef bandit on his turn.
Sure.
And that's my turn. I cured its disadvantage.
Cool.
Dave, your turn. You no longer at disadvantage.
Yay! Die.
14.
14 plus 4. 18.
You get in.
That hits.
10 damage. Nice! I will slice you.
I guess we're not capturing this guy.
Slice. Slice.
Alright.
Slice. Slice.
I'll just go ahead and hit him a couple more times. I'm sure I can do that. That is a 22 to hit.
Got him.
And we'll roll for the second attack as well, just to make sure. That is a 7, so I'm pretty sure that's going to miss.
That is not.
But the first one, we haven't rolled this D10 yet. 12 points of damage.
Boom! Take that, beef bandit!
He is not looking good.
Finish him off,
Luckily
Alfred.
for him, D10s don't
Finish him.
explode in this edition.
Oh, Righteous Fury.
So he takes 1 damage at the start of his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry,
He already took
he
his...
already took his damage. Give me another strength save. 13.
He got 18.
Okay, never mind.
But it is the start of his turn,
He takes 1.
and he takes 1.
He takes 1.
He passes out. He's like,
Oh.
oh!
That is too much for me. Oh.
So,
We
yes.
have finished this man.
Well,
Finish him.
as it comes down to it, he sort of sits down on one of the cart seats. Oh, we've had our fun, but now you're in for a real treat. You didn't think it was just me, did you?
Yes.
Kind of.
No, we thought it was those fried fiends that we took out with you.
I mean, right now it looked like you were the only one here, so it was a pretty safe assumption that you were the only one. But please continue. If you were about to enlighten us on something we might have not seen before, had you not told us.
Great.
Which would have been like more,
you know, me monologuing.
it would have been much more, beneficial to your cause if we just continued not knowing what you're about to say. But now we even know there's something else to be looking for.
So
So
you
now
might as well
we
just
can go
tell
do
us.
it.
just. Yes, you can do it. Just like. Fuck it. Frista. And it disappears in a flash of light and smoke. But from the side of one of the carts, one just explodes. Just
Oh,
Oh, that's
That's
quite
not-
unfortunate.
that's not what we want at all.
Through the side of the cart, you see a large creature. It has a hunched back, deep black eyes. Its face is a swarm of tentacles.
Oh.
It
Gross.
is. Its body is essentially jagged ice crystals,
Oh.
as you envision it. It lets out a guttural roar in some form of forgotten language before lunging to attack. I will just keep him on that guy's initiative since he unleashed it on his turn. And we'll just continue as if it was his turn. It is going to go ahead and swipe at boy. It's actually going after Pat Pat.
Yeah, makes sense.
8 on the die?
8 on the die. Yeah, it's not going to hit. So,
I don't think so.
I'm okay with that.
but it does get to try again. And miss again. Alright. It is time for Pluck.
Well, there's nothing I can do to aid one of my allies. So I will grab one of my trusty knives, and I'll be a Flammy Folk Flinger. 15 on the die plus 1 is 16 total.
You do hit.
For dose damage. Take that, fiend. And that will conclude my turn.
Cool. Back to the top, Dave.
Yeah, 20. Oh.
Feast mode!
Beast mode. Bonus damage die? Or no, I roll max plus this.
Yes.
So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 damage. And I get advantage next turn.
You do.
Dun dun dun.
All right.
18 damage advantage next turn.
Have it.
Oh, you first. This time, because you rolled the 19, he rolled the 18.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm
Initiative
just
order
trying to...
can change, even though it hardly changed today.
Yeah, I know.
Right. I was just checking to see if I can't find what exactly the special of mine does. Now that you just described this monster as having ice, I figured that might trigger that ability. I just don't know what it is because I didn't write it down and I'm dumb.
Well, if he does ice damage, don't you guys get resistance to that?
I mean, I do if it's
Yeah.
ice damage. Yeah.
Is that half?
Half.
Yep.
Is it under your class?
I'm not talking about that, but yes.
Oh.
My resistance is from my class, but
I thought that meant your special ability.
no, my spatula has an ability that happens when I hit something that is frozen.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Don't
But I didn't write it down. Now I gotta find it.
Control F spatula.
Yeah.
Wait for me to come. Wait for me to come.
Oh, because you have the special spatula, right?
Yeah.
Oh. So I hope I'm not revealing any spoilers by reading this, but Dave's never frozen spatula.
That's the
It
one.
maintains the properties of normal spatula until you're facing an ice foe. When the holder comes within 50 feet of an ice foe, the spatula ignites with an orange flame that does not harm the holder. Attacks against ice foes will do an additional 1d6 heat damage to the weapon's normal attack. A party member with a high Arcana skill may sense something's up with the weapon and can make an Arcana roll to reveal the full or partial details of the spatula's abilities. So, if you want to write down where's the page numbers on this? 46?
You do.
And it's 1d6 heat against...
I'm gonna write 1d6 heat against
Icy damn.
icy foes.
Yeah.
Them ice boys.
Icy foes, I smack them.
Ah!
I always wanted to, so a very popular song for us to sing is What a Wonderful World. And it starts off with I see trees, but if you do it fast enough, it sounds like icy trees. I always wanted to make like a winter parody of that song, but I'm lazy and not clever enough.
Trees of white
Yeah, something like that.
under winter's blight.
Oh.
Spencer might be good at that kind of thing.
So
That
is
pun
this
came out
is my spatula
all right.
currently on fire?
Is this an icy foe?
Yeah, he's an icy foe.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and smack him once with the fancy spatula.
Nice.
Ranch.
Yeah.
That's a 20 to
That
hit.
will hit.
So 10 plus an additional d6 now. So that is 2 fire damage and 5 normal damage.
Okay.
And then I believe I can attack him again, so I will do so. They 17 hit.
Yes.
Perfect. So that is 8 normal damage and 5 fire damage this time.
Ooh. Dang. Alrighty then.
All right, you abomination.
Alfred.
Do your fire damage to the sucker.
Strength 13. Save.
-1 on here.
Now he'll take 2 damage on his turn. Oh, wait,
It's a
different guy.
foe.
Different
1
guy.
damage. Right.
Do we know if like elemental types of damages deal more damage to icy foes or not?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't
I
see
have
anything.
no
for-
idea.
So it's the fact that Mitch gets the extra damage is what.
Yeah.
The extra against
Yep.
icy foes.
All right. It looks at Pat
Okay.
and jumps at him.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Need a grace roll.
Oh boy. Just tell me what happens. That was a 3.
Okay. You are taking 2d6 plus 4 of ice damage
Whoa.
as he uses.
Well, on the
essentially-
bright side, I
his
have
friend-
resistance to it.
All right, you are taking 14.
All right. Well, I will take my 7 damage, I suppose.
14 damage to me would be 75% of my health.
Yeah, basically.
So essentially, he kind of body slams you.
I was about like 35% of my health. No, 30% of my health.
Ooh, even better.
Uh-oh.
So after it body slams you, it takes advantage of your vulnerability and grabs your face with its tentacles.
Oh,
Ooh, I've seen enough hentai. to
This
get
is gross.
going.
Ooh. 13 physical damage.
Oh, I would be dead
no.
then.
Don't touch me there. That is
If
my
we
nose
don't-
square.
If we do have dead in this edition, I would be dead.
So you said 13
There's
points?
no way to revive
Yeah.
people.
What?
There's no way that we've seen the revive people.
I have if there's a downed ally, I can bring them back up.
Yeah.
So if you die,
I'm still 2.
What's
So-
your max hit points?
22?
So it
Oh.
has a double strike. So, yeah, it does that. And now we get to your turn.
So I will go into my pocket, and I will go ahead and grab a little bit of my fresh, never frozen beef, and I will throw a quick bite to Pat Pat, healing him for 1.
He's got 3. Hey, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, I really don't know how effective
You could also
your healing is in combat
he can
when we're
also
fighting stuff this big.
you can also eat a sandwich.
I can.
for D6.
So there are options.
I went from 22 to 2 in 1 round, guys.
His combat abilities, I don't really.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
you
for my
definitely get the
character,
sense that fuck it Freshtovia was actually a little bit more of a threat than it seemed.
Yeah.
So
advantage
Back to
for
Dave.
Dave.
advantage for Dave.
Well, I don't think I need it. So does an 18 hit?
Well, roll it in case you get another
Beast mode.
beast
Oh,
mode.
yeah, that's fair. I didn't. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, I will hit.
Take 8 points of damage from my great knife.
All right,
Great
and
knife.
that is enough to put it out of commission.
Oh, thank God.
Frista gets hit, looks, and drops. Drops Pat's face,
Blah.
and then disintegrates into a pile of ice cubes, more or less. So
Melts away.
yeah, so these ones are actually kind of fun. They just you guys do a lot of good damage, which is fun.
I'm glad some of us do.
So the beef bandit, he had both of them had double strike, so they can use 2 actions on each turn.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun interesting because you can only use 1 skill per turn unless they say otherwise. So they always say it a lot of times. So the beef bandit tried to slap you guys in the face, so he takes off his glove and just goes.
Cute.
I challenge you to a duel.
He has
I accept.
oh
Clunk.
so clumsy, which if he succeeds on it, he can cause you to fall down, take 2d4 plus 1 damage, and you let's see, no disadvantage on that one, I don't think, which is fun. He can teleport.
Oh.
All right.
which he did.
Mm-hmm.
He also has assault attack. Everybody's favorite. And the swift kick to the pants.
Pocket salt.
She's just shot.
Which is fun. And then Freesta, which you never know, you might see it again, you might not.
That's fair.
I don't know if it'll be like a recurring thing.
Is it where like the boss becomes like a mini boss, and at the point just becomes a random henchman near the end?
You never know.
As we're assaulting the Ice Jester's keep, there's just Freestas all around, and we're like taking them out.
So it had Iceberg,
Iceberg?
which is its body slam attack, which it used on Bush. Then it has Face Hugger, which it used next, which is fun, using its tentacles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It can use its arm as a club, and it has Freezer Blast, which is a 20 feet blast that can do 2d8 plus 2 of ice damage. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, let's see, what page is that on?
Yeah, if he'd done that to either of these two, they'd be gone.
Oh, I mean, I'd be.
Yeah, I have like 20 hit points.
I have 19. I'd be wiped my dipes right now.
Where is...
The picture of the Freesta?
Yeah.
Dave's Double Hills.
That's what he was.
Oh my
dang.
goodness.
That is gross.
Thing's beefy.
That's the Ice Bandit or the Burger Bandit?
That's
That's
the
the Freesta.
Freesta.
Oh, what the fuck?
And it's a...
Yeah, it
Does
does
it
have
show the
face
Burger
tentacles.
Bandit?
I do not show the Burger Bandit.
Ah.
magically.
For
Just go
copyright
look up
reasons.
one of like the most cartoony looking versions of the
Find
Hamburglar.
Type in Hamburglar hyper realistic.
Oh,
Oh,
I've
that's
seen that
gross.
one.
I don't like it.
Get uncomfortable.
I haven't seen it.
So there was, you had Ronald McDonald, obviously. You had the Hamburglar. You had the Purple Monster.
Grimace.
Grimace. What were some of the other characters?
Big Bird.
No.
Big Bird, Little
There's
Bird.
Mayor McCheese.
Oh yes, I remember him now.
So, it explodes, starts melting. You start to hear screaming from the direction of the carts, and a small man comes crawling out from behind the cart that the Freesta just burst from. He thanks you for saving him and gives you 100 gold coins for your efforts.
That's a lot of
25
gold
each.
coins.
I know.
Hot diggity damn.
Before he leaves to lead the convoy back to town and to safety, he hands you a note that he was handed to give to you by the beef bandit as he retreated.
What did he say?
Continue wasting your time, fools. The ice crystal is changing or charging.
Oh, it's Spencer not being sure what it's
Charging, yes.
Yes. It makes
I
sense.
think it'd be great if like he teleports, he goes to this guy, starts writing a note. He goes, changing, no, charging. Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah, that sounds better.
You will all be
Both are technically
frozen
true.
soon.
No.
Ta-ta.
No.
See, and then he tells us that there's an ice crystal. Man, like this guy is like terrible at being a villain.
An ice crystal or an ass crystal?
Ice crystal.
An ass crystal.
Ice crystal.
An ass crystal.
A nice crystal.
I don't know how I
in
can be
your
more
eyes.
clear than I am right now.
That's
Ice crystal.
That's an ice crystal.
Say both the options that I put on the table: an ice crystal and an ass
Ice
crystal.
crystal and ice crystal.
Hey, wait a second.
I'm pretty sure he said that it's an ice crystal.
Right.
That's
See?
an ice crystal.
I think as we see
Well, that
the
sounds
nice
lovely.
man off
That
on
one
his
sounds like it
caravan,
stinks.
we should probably go to these falls that are nearby. Or you were nearby the falls, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have suspicions that we may unlock another chicky nuggy.
You dip it, nothing happens.
If it doesn't react ahead of time, then I don't think anything would have happened.
So,
So what LaCroix flavor is it? Is it a hint of lime? Is it in the same room
As an orange.
as an orange?
pardon me, but this is full blast flavors of. I don't know. Do they have Sprite there? I think they have Sprite.
They have
there,
Sprite
and Coke
I
and
mean,
stuff.
they live through
Yeah.
McDonald's Sprite. Is the thing.
Wendy's, yeah, they got Sprite.
Yeah.
And I had a
So-
Coke, so they have that.
Yeah.
I have all Coke products.
So yeah, it tastes like. In this
Makes
case,
sense,
it's
makes sense.
crystal clear, ice cold Sprite.
I didn't bring any gin, darn.
That's okay.
You
I
bet.
want-
Why are we
Plain Eagles.
bringing Middle Eastern devils into this? So confused. It's like you're forgetting what fantasy world we're in here.
I don't remember too much, so
Yes.
Oh, there's the list of McDonald's
Ah.
characters.
Behold your enemies.
That is terrifying. The live action ones.
You just enjoy all of those.
Mayor McCheese. Just why are the nuggets sentient?
That's right.
Wait a
They
minute.
had the little things.
Yep.
All of the food is sentient. Oh my gosh.
huh.
Now I really wanted to actually freeze all of that.
Yeah.
So,
Don't worry about
having defeated
it. Uncle O'Grimace.
Having defeated Freesta, you feel stronger. You are now all level 3.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Heck
Good job.
yeah.
I have
Who's
relevant
Sunday?
abilities.
There is nothing really surprising in these carts. You have
Miss Amber there. Birdie
in
the
and
early
amongst the
bird.
barrels that have already been,
And the Fry Kids.
plundered. You do find
More plunder?
more barrels that haven't been touched. Barbecue sauce, more honey mustard, ranch, all that kind of good stuff.
Thank goodness there's sauces that have been saved.
Sauce.
Any of that chocolate sauce?
Oh, that's gross.
Nope.
Chocolate sauce?
Guys, no, my level 3 ability. I'm just looking at it right now. Classic double. Passive. If your attack knocks an opponent out, you immediately gain an extra action.
Oh.
Nice.
Wait, is an extra action like both of your attacks in
No.
the round?
No, the make it a double is the one that allows me to perform 2 actions a turn, which is what gives me my 2 attacks.
Oh.
But now, like, if I
You have-
knock something out, I get another one. If I
You have
knock something
third
out...
edition cleave.
Quickly. So anyway, that brings us to
Yeah,
the
don't
end of
mind
our
me,
session
guys.
for today.
Yay!
Congratulations.
We beat that thing.
We're averaging two level ups every 3 episodes, so we should be done with this in another 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So, you don't really recognize, you've never heard of the ice crystal before, but it sounds menacing.
Sounds like something Queen Wendy should know about, though.
Yes, for sure.
We save the notes so we can hand it to her ourselves.
Perfect. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, good work, my dudes.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming into episode 3 of Wendy Dumb. Have a good night.
Good night.